Recently, the biggest issue in the virtual asset industry in Korea is the taxation of cryptocurrencies. While the National Assembly announced that taxation will be deferred to 2023, questions still remain on this issue.
Hello, I'm Ohoon, partner at Cha&Kwon Law Offices. Cha&Kwon is specialized in blockchains and virtual assets located in Korea. While the government is preparing regulations to impose tax on cryptocurrency capital gains, our office has been receiving many questions on this issue. So today, we are here to answer these frequently asked questions.
I've been following up on the news on virtual asset taxation. I'm kind of confused about the exact starting date. When exactly will cryptocurrency taxation start?
Taxation was planned to be implemented starting from next year, 2022. However, there have been active discussions between the government and the virtual asset industry. So, as of now, the National Assembly announced that taxation will be deferred to 2023. We are guessing that the industry and relevant government offices will come up with more detailed plans and guidelines on taxation.
I'm investing in cryptocurrencies. Will I be taxed even if I don't cash them out? I am wondering how much I will be taxed.
Just like stock investment, taxation is imposed on profits that occurred from the transfer, charter, and transaction of virtual assets. This includes not only cashing out, but also trading and transferring virtual assets. Can I ask how much you are investing?
Considering the market price today, it's approximately 3 million won.
We'll have to see how much your investment will increase between January and December of 2023. For example, according to the regulation announced until today, let's say your cryptocurrency's market price became 30 million won in January 2023 and increased to 23 million won in December, giving you a capital gain of 10 million won. Since you are an individual investor, tax is only imposed on capital gains of more than 2.5 million won. So in this case, you will be imposed a 20% tax on the 75 million you have earned. This capital gain falls under other incomes and is taxed separately, meaning that the tax rate is 20% regardless of your other incomes. You will have to report your capital gain in May 2024. But before you make any decisions, I advise you to consider the relevant regulations or consult a specialist.
That clarifies my question. Then is it possible for me to transfer all my cryptocurrencies to a foreign exchange to evade taxation?
When transferring to foreign exchanges, investors are required to report voluntarily. If investors are found to have not reported their transfers and are caught doing so afterwards, it will be considered as tax evasion and may face criminal punishment.
I have one more question on the taxation of individual investors. My friend is living abroad and is currently investing in cryptocurrencies through a Korean exchange. How will she be taxed?
Has your friend dwelled in Korea for more than 183 days?
No, she hasn't.
Then your friend will be considered as a non-resident under current circumstances. Residents are individuals who have had the domicile or place of residence in Korea for at least 183 days, regardless of nationality. For non-resident individuals, the exchange will withhold the tax when any transaction occurs.
I'm also curious about how the financial institution will calculate my cryptocurrency assets when taxing them. Is it based on the market price at the time of taxation, or is it based on the price I purchased?
It will be based on the market price at the time when taxation starts. Take a look at the taxation equation here. And let's go back to the example you brought up before. If your cryptocurrency assets market price increased to 30 million in January 2023, that will be the acquisition value regardless of the price you purchased at.
I have some more questions on taxation as well. I'm also participating in staking service and am receiving a small amount of commission in return. Are financial products of cryptocurrencies such as staking and DeFi also subjected to taxation?
Yes, DeFi and staking profits will also be taxed because these conducts will fall under the term transactions.
How about capital transfers or inheritance of cryptocurrencies?
They are also subject to taxation in Korea.
Seems like the government is putting in a lot of effort to incorporate the virtual asset industry into the system. Now we'll be moving on to questions from cryptocurrency businesses. We have our first question. He asks, I am currently operating a virtual asset business. What is the difference between corporation tax and income tax?
Well, as the name itself implies, corporate tax is a tax imposed on the corporate body. The highest tax rate for corporate tax is 25%, while it is 45% under income tax for individuals, and the tax rate differs from each earnings section. Thus, we recommend consulting a specialist to receive help on choosing your tactic on taxation.
I've also heard that the travel rule will be implemented. Could you explain what travel rule means and its implications?
Travel rule is a regulation announced by the Financial Action Task Force to combat money laundering. This regulation mandates financial institutions and crypto companies to gather both senders and recipients' names and account numbers and share data with each other during transactions.
Then, to comply with the travel rule, cryptocurrency exchanges will have to have concrete technology to secure sensitive transaction information.
Yes, in Korea, those that do not meet this regulation may face up to 5 years in prison or fine of over $40,000.
Thank you for answering multiple questions. Your clear explanations clarified a lot of my curiosities. Are there any final mentions you would like to give to virtual asset investors out there?
Taxation originally planned to begin in January 2022 and was deferred to 2023. Like this, regulation regarding virtual assets and cryptocurrencies are still undergoing changes and amendments. Thus, please keep in mind that relevant regulations may be subject to change in the future. If you are seeking legal advisory on blockchain and virtual asset industry or need any updates on relevant regulation, don't hesitate to visit our website. If you liked this video, please don't forget to press like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.